So I made this post. Skincare trends I'm not falling for as a skincare expert. So the post kind of blew up within my followers, and some had a lot to say. So people had a lot to say. They were like, what's going on? What's going on? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm just going to address the reason why I find these skincare trends unnecessary. I'm not saying they're bad, but they're just unnecessary. They're just trends. And one thing about trends, they are coming, they are going. The first product on the list I talked about is toner pads. Toner pads, I don't really find them necessary. Nah. You can just get your toner, apply it on your face, or apply it on your hands, work it on your face, and then you're good to go. Or you can just get the regular 2,000 naira pads and then your toner, and then you apply it on your face. You are good to go. There is no need for a toner pad. It is just marketing gimmicks to me. And most times, these toner pads are more expensive than the regular toners. It's just cotton pads soaked in toners. So the next one I'm going to talk about is the pimple patch or pimple patches. This one, I also feel like it's very unnecessary. Why? Because they work on surface level acne. But when it comes to real acne, pimple patches just not it. Pimple patches only work for something that is already on the verge of going, like an acne that's already on the verge of popping by itself. So they're just unnecessary. So if you have whiteheads or pustules, just get the regular treatment for it, like your salicylic acid or benzoyl peroxide. And then with that, you are sure that, okay, fine, the chances of it reoccurring is very minimal. The next one I'll be talking about is this sleeping jelly mask. Honestly, it is not necessary. There is no need. If you have your hydrating essence, your hydrating serums, and then you lock everything in with your moisturizer, your skin will still feel hydrated and plump the next morning. So there's really no need for a sleeping jelly mask. And then the next on my list is this LED light skincare activator. This is one when you apply your skincare product and then you take the light, you turn it on, and then you rub it all over your face to activate the skincare product so that it can penetrate deeper. What's the point? There's no point. And if you layer your skincare products properly and you exfoliate your skin, there is no need for a LED light activator, except the product you're using is not active and it needs to be pushed with that type of technology. And most times these companies, they formulate products that are not effective enough to work on its own. So they'll formulate the light as well so that you can purchase the two. More gains for them, marketing gimmicks, and then more debit for you. The next thing I talked about was this face lifting mask. You wear it, you tie it on your face, then you go to bed. The next morning you wake up, or maybe 2 to 3 hours later, you lose it and then your face is looking snatched. Let me just tell you, anything that is not a facelift cosmetic surgery procedure will not lift your face. Like, let's be honest. Let us be honest. So the next one I talked about was this sunscreen in spray form. When it is applied on the face, the amount of sunscreen that actually sits on the face, it's minimal. It's not enough to protect you from the sun UV rays. It is not. When it was now sprayed, the environment took a significant amount of that sunscreen spray. And the ones that sat on the face, they were never enough to protect. So instead of getting the sunscreen spray, just get the cream or the sun stick. So I also talked about using tretinoin without a professional prescription. This one is very self-explanatory. I talk about tretinoin a lot on my previous videos. And by this time, you should know why I said getting tretinoin without your dermatologist or your professional, in this case, your professional prescription, it is just, not needed. You don't just jump into the tretinoin trend. You should know if it is right for your skin. Most times you don't even need it. That's the thing. Most times you don't need it. The next one I talked about is the micro needling and derma planning at home. These things are done by estheticians. That is how it was intended at first until people started doing it at home. There are different sizes of the micro needle. You might get the wrong size and then you end up puncturing your skin. The instrument or the equipment you use, which is the micro needle, it might not be sanitized enough to carry out that procedure. As for the derma planning, I know somebody that has a keloid prone skin, and then this person used this derma planning blade and then she ended up cutting herself and then it resulted into keloids. This is an example of a keloid. So it resulted to a keloid and then that keloid was on her face for like 3 to 4 years until she surgically removed it this year. When you do it by yourself, you might end up injuring yourself and then resulting to more infection, irritation in general. So don't just risk it. I beg, give it to a professional to do it, obviously. The next thing I talked about was brightening skincare products for babies. Hello, what your baby needs is products that are gentle, products that can soothe the skin, products that will protect the baby from dryness and irritation. And most times, a moisturizer is enough, a baby moisturizer is enough, and then the baby soap as well. Please, let's free ourselves from the shackles of colorism. The next one I talked about is ginger shots. Ginger shots, honestly, is not necessary. It is not necessary. Fine, it helps in aiding digestion, it provides antioxidant benefits, but it is not necessary at all. It has the potential of irritating your digestive processes as well. And also, if you're on certain medications, you can't take ginger shots. If you're treating high blood pressure or your cardiovascular issues, you can't take ginger shots. I feel like we should research more on this. Instead of grinding or blending the ginger, you can just take it as ginger tea or something, because the concentration of ginger can be irritating to the guts. Yes. And also the level of preparation it takes time to prepare just for it not to even last. I think when you prepare it in batch and then you put it in your refrigerator. Sometimes you might not even finish your batch and then it goes bad or rancid. What's the point? Fine, if you have the time and money to spare and the whole mental stress and gymnastic that comes with it, you can do it. Fine, it's okay. Thinking of the whole manual labor that comes with it, just stick with your skincare routine and eat well. Eat your fruits. It's not bad, but it is not necessary. So, like I stated, I'm not saying these things are bad. I'm not saying that you should not get them or not. What I'm saying is that they are not necessary. If you don't have much to splurge on skincare or follow the trends, you should stick with the basics. Yes, you should stick with the basics. You still get the glow you're looking for. Most times, these things are marketing gimmicks. They're for the aesthetics. So, if you feel like, oh my god, this person is using this particular thing, I should have been using it. Nah, you're not missing out. Trust, you are okay. You are fine with what you are doing. Just stick with it. Consistency is the key, right? So anyways, I just had to do this video this night because I saw that the other video was getting traction and people were commenting and asking, why would you say such? Why would you say such? Well, this is why I said it. So anyways, I'll be seeing you on my next video. Bye.